Okay, welcome back, or welcome in general if it's your first video. I would recommend going back through the playlist and having a look at the other episodes. This is part 4 of our Darksiders series. Now in the last episode, I found out the hard way that if you die in nightmare mode, the whole game resets. Now, I didn't realize that's what would happen. I thought it was that your combat progress resets and just your stats and stuff. I didn't realize the whole game resets. So, just for my own sanity, and it might be a bit of like a mess around, but I've decided to just play the rest of the game on definitive difficulty just so I don't have to restart the game every time I die, just from like a mistake or something. Just to be fair, just so I can enjoy the game again. So we're gonna fight Karkanos, and hopefully this time we get through it on the first try and we don't die. So now we're at half health, and I think it's gonna do the tree branch attack again. I actually hate this move with a passion because I just don't understand how you're supposed to avoid it. I'm gonna summon the boys. They've got fire damage now. I gave them the fire buff, so instead of focusing purely on health and damage, I gave them a little bit of health, a bit more damage, and then I gave them some fire damage, because fire is just good against everything. It's a universal law that fire hurts things all the time. You know, I'm starting to realize... Okay. I'm starting to realize in that last playthrough, I think I simply just wasn't prepared. If I had maybe 3 potions like I did now, maybe I wouldn't have died. Maybe I could have continued on nightmare mode. That that hit somehow, but we'll take it. Clearly that hitbox was just completely janky. But we'll take it because we're pretty much finished with the fight now. Ugh. Masher of Karkanos. Let's get this mouse out of the way. According to legend, this hammer was recovered from the hoard of a mighty sea dragon. Huh. Well, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so that wasn't as bad on as it was on nightmare mode. Maybe it's just because I was unlucky with that and you only get one shot, so it's kind of like an RNG thing, so it just depends on how everything falls when you do. Yeah, because this one was actually quite tame. It was actually quite easy. But I guess that's kind of the benefit you have when you have multiple... Why can I go down here? Can I go down here? I can go down here! So that must mean there's something secret. Secret? No? Maybe? Perhaps? Potentially? Hello? No? So this is just a little pool. That's pretty much its only purpose. Okay. Well, it's nice to discover new things, I suppose. Cool. Look at that. A nice little set piece. Let the river flow. Perfect. So now we've done the cauldron, we've done the drench fort. So in terms of the tri-stone, we've provided them with the tears of the mountain and the fire, I think is what they called it. The fire of the mountain and tears. Yeah, the fire and the tears. Yeah, so now we have the fire flowing and the tears flowing. That's what I meant when I said I love this area, because it has a physical representation of what you've done. So let's head in.
It is finished then, at long last. Death, this is a Maker's key, and you had best take it now, before I come to my senses.
You seem more likely to lose them, old one.
A problem, aye. But there is also a solution. The Guardian. Meant to be our greatest weapon, and capable of clearing the forest around the tree. But an earthquake drove us from the foundry, and now I fear something else roams within. The Guardian was never finished.
If the Guardian is your masterwork, how am I to complete him?
In the forest lies another construct, one of the few remaining who have not fallen to corruption. He is not as vast as the Guardian, but his heart is strong. Seek him out, and he will guide you to the foundry. There, you may activate the Guardian using the Maker's key.
Hey, we got Reperform. That means we now have our panic button for when things get a little too spicy in combat. We can now activate Reperform and just kind of go wham wham bam, and maybe it might save our life. So yeah, I do like how Death sort of, he's more inquisitive than the other horsemen. He kind of he needs reason into everything, and I don't know. Maybe it's the RPG elements of having multiple dialogues and kind of interacting with the world to find out what's going on. But Death always seems to want to ask things. He always has more to say. He likes to figure out the nuances. He's here for war, but at the same time, he's starting to view the world differently. I think what I'm trying to say is that he's understanding what he really kind of is. Like, he's in this world that's dying, but its entire function is creation. And it's sort of how do the residents sort of come to terms with the melancholy of that. You know, you must create things while despairing about your own end. It's like trying to paint a picture knowing in a month's time you'll die. It's not exactly the easiest thing to put all of your energy into. This might be a good time to test out Reperform. Bam! There we go. That actually made everything a lot easier. Ooh, that had arcane critical damage though, but it's not critical chance, so it's kind of useless. We'll take the extra arcane for now. We can finally equip the Karkanos hammer, which is always great. And I think that was all we picked up for now. Ah, level up. Yeah, so I did have a skill point that I messed up. So what we'll do is we'll do more fire damage. And we'll just increase their damage. They're just going to be basically, yeah, they're just going to be glass cannons. That'll be fine for me. Chest, it's below. There it is. more drip. Oh, I don't like the look of that, but we'll take it. It's gold. Oh, it messes with the color scheme. Oh no. Way. So now we have our construct. We don't need the bombs. The constructs are enough to destroy the corruption crystals. At least the young ones. The old ones like this are not gonna... They don't break. And they are also the source of balls. So I never actually realized during my first playthrough, but it's so easy to kill these flying phase things. You just have to shoot them. And I never did that in the beginning. I never shot them, and I always wondered why they never died. Because if you don't kill them, they act as a resurrector for the other mobs that you destroy. So what they do is they have a shield, and periodically they will lower the shield to resurrect a mob, or to, I think, do a beam attack, something like that, and that's your only window of opportunity to destroy them, or to at least do damage to them. And when I was playing this game for the first time, I didn't realize you could just shoot them, because to me the gun was kind of useless. It didn't do much. So I would jump in the air and start swinging at them and doing all these mental gymnastics, and then eventually one day I just said to myself, why don't I just shoot it? And it was doing a buttload more damage than I was doing jumping up in the air and going wham bam bam. It was just, I don't know why it didn't register in my brain that that was what I was supposed to do, but we live and learn. Oh god. It's a cult. It's a cult of personality. You kind of have to bait them. There we go. And boom! I love momentum attacks. Attacks that just have momentum. Like that. That one is so fun. I can just imagine what it would feel like actually doing that. Would you even be able to realize where you're standing afterwards? You'd be so disorientated. You'd be like, yeah, that was cool, but I'm completely nauseous now. I'm motion sick. Forgot about you. Bang, 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 bang. And bang. Perfect. But we only have one more potion, so I have to be careful about how committed I get into fights. Right, I just missed that. Now you're up. Let's just go for a Reaper. It's because you just don't get Reaper for a long time. That's why I kind of wanted to save it until the end. Oh, okay. I wanted to just basically make sure if I'm going to use it that it would be to kill and not just to lower the health. Oh, that's when I should have saved it actually. Oh, I'm boned. Summon them again. I think that's how we're going to play it. We're kind of just going to hide behind the lads. space out a little bit. Summon again. Summon again. Summon again. Oh, perfect. Oh my goodness. And we got new robes. Okay, and we got a big chest, which is always appreciated because that means there's decent loot. Ooh, check out the drip. I didn't even check the stats. I need to check the stats of what we just got. So we got an increase in arcane, an increase in resistance, and an increase in defense. That's actually really nice. And then what are we going to get from this? Not really worth the payoff, to be fair. I do like open spaces like that. It just gives you like a somewhat idea that... Okay, bye-bye. It gives you an idea that the world... You are in a world. It's quite nice. Like, I know the game's not fully open world, but it's semi-open world. And games like that need to be able to create an atmosphere that makes the player want to stay in there. And I think this game does it well. Another game that does it well is actually Shadow of the Tomb Raider. No. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I haven't played Shadow yet. I'm actually going to play the entire trilogy again. Because I did enjoy those games, I'm not going to lie. And I had that game in my library for a long time. And I never played the Tomb Raider games. Until one day I was just out of games to play. Well, I wasn't really out. I was just looking for something new to just sink my time into. I had the whole day free and I decided to do it. And I just decided to play it and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I'm thinking maybe I can do a series on that once this game's done. Maybe I'll do that trilogy. I also have to do BioShock as well, so I've got plenty of options to do. BioShock, however, I've never played before. So that will be a brand new experience, and the thing is, I'm not sure what to expect going into BioShock, but I have heard very good things about it. It's the fact that they come out along with the other mobs, and they don't even fight each other. It's all just one big cadavery. Okay, yeah, okay, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go back and get some potions. Summon things. And we have our Reaper form anyways, so, because we leveled up. So we have our panic button, basically, if things get a little too hairy. Perfect. It's time for a boss fight. Do you know how I know? Because it's a big arena. Construct Hulk. Let's do this. I'm going to start with some of them. A little bit of those. I've already lost a bunch of health. Right. Either I'm forgetting something about this fight. No, I'm not. I just had to wait for the right moment. My god, what? I didn't even realize it was a wombo combo. I thought it'd just be one slam and then I can duck through. Alright, great. So 4 pots isn't enough. 0 wrath pots isn't enough. I think for this I need Jesus. Can I... Perfect. Explode. And now summon the lads so that we have a bit of aggro off of us. Back up, go back in. Summon the crows. 94 hits, bloody hell. Okay, now that should be game. Summon the crows. How did I survive? Wait, maybe I can shoot him. Shoot, come on, 3 damage, come on, 3! Oh no! Pot shots! I don't know how I survived this combo. That combo is actually a menace. Oh my... He's down? From what? That has got to be one of the most bizarre endings to a boss fight I've ever seen. A tale often told amongst the Dead Plains concerns a proud warrior who often boasted of his skill, only for it to be later revealed that the braggart had claimed the victories of others for his own. Right, so because of that he became an axe, and he steals vitality. Interesting. Oh, finally done. Finally done. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you mind getting out of the way?
May, you're not corrupted. Not yet.
Corrupted. Then it was not a dream. The Makers have need of me.
The Makers say that you can reach the Foundry, and that a Guardian lies within.
The Foundry, yes. It is where I was cast. But it was lost. And now, you will need my help.
Corruption spreads across your realm and you slumber.
Stone is heavy. It is easier to rest. In my dreams, I can move again. In my dreams, I am flesh.
This place, what was it?
I cannot tell you. It's on the tip of my tongue, but my tongue seems to be elsewhere.
Will you help me, old one?
Yes.
Shall we?
Hold on, little one. In my slumber, I have felt the Guardian reaching to my dreams. He's the strongest of us all, but in his heart there is a hunger. The Guardian was built to destroy. He has much in common with corruption. You must speak with Adar and make your peace before we cross over. There may be no crossing back.
Hey, it's Karn, everyone's favourite pup.
Worry not, Maker. Now you can find your way home.
This compass guided me to many wonders. To hold it again after so long, it makes me feel a mere 500 years old. Thank you.
Gauntlets of Savagery. Using the very bones of the demon he defeated, an unknown maker craftsman forged these weapons to celebrate his victory in battle. So these gauntlets will give you feral energy. Ah, so the more damage is done to the wielder, so it's kind of like a berserker. Right, so I think that's a good place to stop. We've just finished the Lost Temple, and we're finally on our way to the Foundry. We've made some good progress in terms of builds, and in terms of progression. I actually feel like we can do it, and everything's all set. So the next episode, we'll probably be heading into the Foundry. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.